What's going on, guys? Will Morris here, bringing guys a brand new episode of Washington Station, the best station for Washington Football Nation. Now, last episode we talked about the unfortunate events that occurred with Darius Geis, and I still cannot believe that happened, but time goes, we move on. And moving on is going to be one of the people we're talking about today. Moving on from Darius Geis. And this is a topic I'm very excited about because I've been hoping to say this for over a year now about one of these players, well, both of these players, but specifically one. And it's really focused on two players. We're also going to go into a little bit more after I hit the main two. So obviously, the title of this video is talking about the PUP activated, which there are several, but there's two main, and that's Reuben Foster and Bryce Love. And I wanted to make a video because I kind of want to talk about how them coming back is going to affect the team and what their roles are expected to be going in, stated by, well, us fans and also the coaches and coordinators. So we'll start with the most recent, Reuben Foster. Reuben Foster, an article came out a few months ago, not too long ago, that kind of scared all of us Redskins fans. It was saying that Reuben Foster was very far behind in his rehab because he completely tore, I believe, his ACL, MCL, and did he also do the TCL? I think he did the TCL or the LCL. I don't know. He tore. I think he tore the third one, but he was not actually expected to go this year. They're saying, it could bleed over into this season and he'll be out for a second season. Well, luckily he has made a full recovery. He has been very compliant with the team because if you don't know, similar to Darius Geis, he's had some arrests for domestic violence, but according to Rivera and what looks like we've seen along social media, he's taken the steps he has needed to get back to where he needs to be to compete in the NFL. And if you aren't excited about this, then apparently you're living under a rock as a fan, because Reuben Foster is a beast. Our defense is already so good with Deron Payne, Matt Ioannidis, Jonathan Allen, Ryan Kerrigan, Chase Young, Montez Sweat, Ryan Anderson, Thomas Davis, Tim Settle. And Nate Orchard. He was a surprise last year, and he's still on the team now. You still know. Did I say Ryan Anderson? I think I said Ryan Anderson. And don't forget the middle, Cole Holcomb, John Bostic, and now Reuben Foster. So if you're wondering where is he going to be, it seems like he will be the starting linebacker. I would assume starting with Cole Holcomb, but it could be John Bostic. I don't know exactly which one it will be, but it's probably open competition for play caller between the three of them. More like play calling between John Bostic and Reuben, and then whoever doesn't get that is the backup to Cole Holcomb and Reuben. Yeah, I'm calling it now. It's Reuben. But he is an absolute beast. Another guy from Alabama. It's going to be we have a crazy front seven, and the linebacker core is crazy. And a lot of people are unsure about our defensive back area, which is a problem. But if the D line can force enough havoc, like we're expecting them to, that's not going to mean as much that we have to rely so much on the defensive backs. So when it comes to Sean Davis, Landy Collins, Kendall Fuller, Fabian Monroe, and Jimmy Moreland, the pressure's not going to be on them quite as much, in Ronald Darby and Troy Apke, and the Shades of Everett. The pressure's not going to be so much on them as long as the front seven and the linebackers can apply enough pressure in the coverage and also to get the quarterback for the sack. So Reuben Foster's going to make an excellent addition. He's fast, he's quick, he's great at open field tackles. He's absolutely great. I think he can cover if we need it. Hopefully we don't need him to cover too much. Hopefully he'll be more just a run stopper and stuff. But he's gonna have to cover at some point, maybe a tight end or something, or running back. And I think he'll be up for the case. I think he's one of the fastest we have, minus Cole Holcomb, because that guy's a freaking beast. So I think Reuben's going to be a great addition to this defense. And a lot of people questioned us when we picked him up back in 2018 because he got released off the 49ers because of his arrest. I think that was for drugs. And Redskins got a lot of slack for picking him up, and I think we made the right choice. I was a fan of it then. I was like, I understand why you're apprehensive about it, but if he turns himself around and gets himself clean, just imagine what he can do. And he was looking that way, and then on the first day of OTAs last year, he, tore everything that exists in his knee. And so, but he's back now. He's fully healed. We got to keep an eye on it, because if you're a Redskins fan, we have been down this road many times over the past couple of years. So, hey, you got your ACL fixed, yes, and you're going to come back and then mess up your knee again. Darius Guice, I know, don't want to speak his name into the air quite as much anymore, but he had the same knee thing, and one of my favorite players still in the league that's on the Baltimore Ravens that suffered this, Robert Griffin III. We had our history with him, and which, just a side note, I just want to see that guy start again. I know he's having the time of his life with Lamar down there, but I really want to see him start. He was my first quarterback that I was a fan of, because I became a Redskins fan during his time in 2012. But anyway, so Ruben's going to be a great, fast addition to our defense. I think is very much needed. Now, let's talk about Bryce Love. A lot of fans also weren't expecting him to be ready this year. A lot of people were saying about him too. His recovery's kind of going slow. He's kind of falling behind. He's kind of on schedule, but kind of not. We're keeping an eye on him, but we just don't think he's going to be ready to go for the season. So that's what we thought. We thought he wasn't going to be ready for the season, and then barely, nothing comes out that he's about to get activated, and then suddenly it's like, bam, Bryce Love's activated. Whoa! And he's activated. So I think it's excellent that he's there. And I don't think it's going to be like what it was a plan to be with Darius and Adrian, where it's going to be like a split carries as them starting. I fully believe Adrian Peterson is the starting running back. And I think I said this in the last episode. I'll say it again here even if I didn't. Adrian Peterson, a lot of people said he's a cut candidate for the Washington football team. He is a cut candidate. He'll likely get cut. Well, you can eat your words, because Adrian Peterson is not getting cut. AP, Mr. All Day himself, is going to be running all over them defenses this year. I just had to get that out there. But Bryce Love is going to be a third down back. And also, I think Adrian's backup. It could be Peyton Barber too. But or Antonio Gibson. But I would heavily believe that Bryce Love will be the backup to Adrian Peterson. And if you just haven't, if you never watched Bryce Love's tapes, go back and watch it, because he doesn't have any NFL stuff. The only time we've seen him in an NFL jersey was at last year's rookie premiere, where they sent him to show up. It was him, and who else went last year? Oh, of course, Dwayne Haskins. I think Dwayne went. Oh yeah, we sent three. We sent Terry, Bryce, and Haskins. We sent a lot last year. I remember that. But if you just watch, he's so explosive. He has that speed. He is a very similar running back to what Darius Guice was. So if you're like, man, we're losing a lot in Darius, we're really getting it right back with Bryce Love. So if you're kind of worried about how that's going to play out, don't be worried. The running back room is stacked. Adrian Peterson, Bryce Love, Antonio Gibson, Peyton Barber, J.D. McKissick, and whoever else we end up picking up, because I'm sure we'll pick up another one to compete. But I think it's going to be a great situation there. I think running back situation is not anything we need to be worried about. Like I said, if there's any position to worry about, it is left tackle, left guard, and safeties, and cornerbacks. So that's the only groups. And tight end. Yeah, tight end too. I'm really worried, because I really didn't want Jordan Reed to play again. Not because he left the Redskins, because for his personal well-being, I didn't want him playing again. But I understand that, he feels like he's got some football left in him. And I feel like we're going to be eating our words, and he's going to play absolutely monstrous in San Francisco there with Trent Williams. It still hurts to say both of those names are no longer Redskins. They were some of my favorite Redskins. But I think we'll be fine. And the other thing I wanted to just mention is, those are two people, but I think a third one we can be anticipating very soon is Alex Smith. And if you haven't, a little selfish plug here, if you haven't seen my thoughts on that, make sure to go to my video 2 episodes ago of Washington Station, I think, and that's where I talked about Alex Smith. What could possibly happen if he comes back? Open competition, but it's right now it is Dwayne's team, and it will be Dwayne's team unless severely proven otherwise. So get ready, because Reuben Foster is about to take over this defense. I believe he'll be the play caller, because even the linebacker coach says Reuben Foster's been practicing play calling in the Zoom meetings they've had. And Bryce Love is going to be explosive. He's going to run. You know, they're going to keep that eye on his knee until week 1. But I believe he's in good hands on a new trainer. And with that, I hope you all enjoyed today's video. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure to like this video if you enjoyed. Make sure to hit that bell button down below so you're notified every single time I upload a brand new episode of Washington Station or on my channel. I'm going to be going to college soon. So, a lot of these videos you'll be seeing coming up are going to be very pre-recorded. Alright, for the next few months, a lot of the videos are going to be pre-recorded like within the week this video is being filmed. Aside from Washington Station, because obviously that's going to be kept up to date. But anyway, please go check out my other episodes of Washington Station. Make sure to comment down below if you have any thoughts on what I said, or if you have anything that goes against what I said. I hope you all have a great day. Stay safe, and I'll catch y'all later. Peace.